I've got here, does rugby need Rugby360? Now, for those that don't know, Rugby360 was a competition that was floated as an idea. They tried to get backing from World Rugby. World Rugby unfortunately blocked them. They blocked them because the big countries didn't want it. But does rugby need a Rugby360 competition?
So, I did a little bit of prep, but not as much as the others. Okay, now I'm going to use this Rugby360. So here we go, an analogy. Rugby, World Rugby right now is like the PGA. Rugby360 is like Live Golf. Now, if you don't know what that is, PGA is like the sort of
Professional Golf
Association in America.
Yes.
Okay, all the big names go there. Then this company, Live Golf, don't know what it stands for, bought it in big pay packets and poached all of, or not all, but some of the good golfers from the PGA.
Yeah, big names.
Big names, came over, big money.
Huge money.
Yes. But now Live Golf is folding, apparently.
Yeah.
From good sources. Now, I think Rugby360 would be fantastic, get loads of good players coming in, but then it would fold. People wouldn't watch it as much. You know, the games probably aren't that good because there'll be a mixture of really good players and then some absolute dross. But it's already been pushed back 2 years.
Yeah, I think it's gone really now.
So
I think it's really short-sighted.
But I don't think it would be good for the game. I think it would be good for the game maybe for 5 years.
Okay.
But then it would fall away. People would then be like, well, this is a bit rubbish. It's really inconsistent. No one's going to watch. No one's watching it on TV because they'll put it on some different TV provider which would only show those games. And it's sort of like, well,
I think it's really short-sighted. I'm basically trying to say that I think you're short-sighted.
I know you, and I am, because I do wear glasses. but I get that. Yeah, you're feeling a bit short.
No, I'm saying because you move back now, I'll be more in. Well, you'll be in focus, and I won't be in focus.
But I haven't moved back. I've just set up straight.
Okay. I think it's short-sighted, and the reason why I think it's short-sighted is because if they did it together, and if they said, "Yep, okay, you can do your Rugby360, but you've got to do it in this, let's say, month window." Right?
So 4 games.
No. So, because I think if they're going to do Rugby360, it needs to be a completely different setup. All right?
Oh, Rugby 10s.
No.
Rugby 10s.
They need to do things very differently. So I'd say different rules. So we're talking about kicking quotas coming in.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you see, it spiked you up there, didn't I?
It's because I came up with the idea.
We're talking about things like, this is actually mentioned on another podcast, which I thought was a brilliant idea, where the top try scorer wears like a band on their arm to almost like the yellow Tour de France.
Okay.
So they have to the top turnover.
Yeah.
The top fetcher. So when you're watching, you're going, oh wow, we've got the and they're going for it. Potentially more points if you score from outside your 50 metre.
Okay. Did they do that one where it was rugby league, wasn't it? Where if you scored under the post, you got more points than out wide.
Yeah.
They had that coloured in box, didn't they?
So, I think there's a real opportunity to create still rugby, maybe not 15s, but, you could play 15s, maybe play it on a bigger pitch, maybe play it on 10 metres wider pitch. I'm just saying, if you're going to do it not completely differently, so it's not rugby, but make it really attractive for players.
It would be really attractive for the first few years.
Okay, but wait for this, right? The other reason why I like it, and it's because it would travel around the world, playing in different countries.
It already is.
Just wait.
Rugby 7s.
No.
Yes.
No. You wouldn't go and do. You'd go and do the big spots. You go do Las Vegas.
Nah, no interest.
All right.
There wouldn't be any interest.
You'd go and do France. You go do England. You go do New Zealand. You go do Australia, right? And I just think that it would be a really cool thing to come to town, like the Tour de France comes to town. There's like a travelling group that goes around. You're spreading the gospel of rugby around the world.
So how do you do that in a month?
I know. I haven't thought about that.
No.
And I just think it would release the pressure on unions to have to pay their players huge amounts, because the thing is, you wouldn't get picked up unless you were one of the best players in the world.
But also, okay, top 14 players won't get released for that.
So what I'm trying to say, but if they work together and there was big money, there was big money,
they won't.
If there was big money, money talks.
Yes, for the players, not for the union.
Correct. So the players would say, they'd vote with their feet and say, I'm really sorry, but I want to go and play for that 4-week window. I want to go and play in that competition. Or it might not be 4 weeks, but it might be the 4 weeks worth. They've got to release the player for a week, go across, play in that tournament, then they're back, and then they've got to off and play you there.
Well, it just wouldn't work.
Okay, but it would release a lot of pressure. And therefore, you would only be selected if you're playing high-quality rugby. So therefore, you wouldn't want to go and play in Japan.
Yeah, but then New Zealand would be like, oh no, if you go and play a Rugby360, you can't play for the All Blacks.
I'm just saying, I think it's short-sighted. I think there's a lot of good reasons why Rugby360 would be great for rugby. And I just think, unfortunately, rugby get in the way of themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, they trip themselves up sometimes, don't they?
They do. Think about T20 cricket.
Premier League.
Has
Indian
it been
Premier League.
good for cricket?
IPL. See, the thing is when it first came out, everyone was watching it. I didn't even know it was on, and it's currently on.
I'm just saying to you, I asked you a question. I would like an answer, please.
What did you say?
I said, has it been good for cricket?
Yes.
Why do you think it's been good for cricket?
Money.
Money, tick.
Yep. Top league. Best league in the world.
Best league in the world, tick. The actual whole of cricket's got better. The one-dayers have got better. More runs have been scored. Players can smack the ball miles further than they ever have done
That's
before.
technology as well, though.
Little bit. But even test match cricket's more interesting. Very few drawn matches. Very few matches that just drag out. Cricket is better because of T20. Rugby would be better because of Rugby 360.
Not T20 because of the Indian Premier League, the IPL.
Well, the big money leagues,
yes.
The 100,
the
IPL, the Big Bash. That form of the game has
It
made all
needs to
forms
be-
of the game better.
Rugby needs to be easy to watch. When sport is easy to watch, people go and watch it. The 100, it's over pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So you could play like in this comp, you could play games that would last rather than 80 minutes, they're 40 minutes, and you've got multiple
Sevens.
matches.
You got sevens.
No,
Yeah.
not sevens, mate.
Yeah.
Sevens
It's
is
just
too
like sevens.
sevens is too short, and sevens happens over a whole weekend.
Yeah.
And they play multiple games, and unfortunately, as a spectator, you are possibly going to go, oh, I'm not going to stay around for that. Whereas it's like netball. When I've gone to see netball at top level with my daughter, you'll buy a morning ticket.
Yeah.
Or you'll buy an afternoon ticket.
Okay.
Or you'll buy an evening ticket.
What about a whole day ticket?
You could buy a whole day ticket, but you're having to pay for 3 tickets, right?
Right.
Because you're choosing to go and watch the matches you're interested in. And they'll have one big match.
But what if there's one in the morning and then one in the evening?
Well,
that
then
you
got to
watch?
buy. You got to buy the 2 tickets.
Yeah, but that's
No, brilliant.
disagree.
Perfect, mate.
Disagree.
So you're not having empty stadiums.
No, but then you've got people that aren't willing to pay, so then they won't go.
Mate, you're such a negative Nelly.
Not today.
Didn't think that of you, hey?
Today I am. Come on, let's move on.
Mate, what caught your eye?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I've got some prep here. in my lesson planning. Caught my eye.